record some horn parts. Definitely a little different from what we're used to. We usually do a lot of jazz horns, but this is a little more traditional, a little more straight up. It's gonna be very loud, which I'm stoked to get to play some big boy volumes. What's my little footnotes for sheet music? There it is. Been a minute since I've looked at this.
Okay, so basically we had to go into Pro Audio in this Guitar Center because it is the loudest guitar center in the world.
There was a guy in there, I think he was trying to play the ugliest things possible on a guitar. Like, that was his goal.
No, did you not see that there was a guy walking around with a wireless thing and just jamming? It's a joke, dude. Guitar Center's a joke. How loud it is in here!
I went in the drum section, and there were 3 people playing drums as loud as they could. We're at the loudest guitar center in the world, getting some drum heads because we're starting drums for the record today.
Another funny fact about Guitar Center is that they actually think that my name is Corbin Dallas, and I live on 1234 Fake Street. No.
Fun fact about this album is that right now, Zach is tuning the drums to the key of each song we're playing. All the toms. It's gonna sound righteous. In the words of Zach and Kenneth, it's gonna be dope.
Dope! Set it off, about to start the album!
My favorite thing about tracking is that when you play a live show, there's a lot of noises going on, there's a lot of things happening, and with tracking, it's just you, and it's all being recorded, so it has to be perfect, it has to be dead on. And for me, it's kind of like a test, and then when I get in the studio, I get this entire room to myself where I can just really show everyone else and myself how good I've gotten at drums, and I love that. I write all these parts for these songs. I write them in my head, and I play them out on drums, and then I come here, and I have these people who think about drums completely differently than I do. So they'll come up with ideas that I would have never even thought of, and then vice versa. So you mix, my ideas with their ideas, and it creates this very unique sound that I like a lot. And honestly, for this album, for me, it's probably the best sounding album drum-wise that I've ever heard. And we haven't even started guitars yet, so it could be the best album I've ever heard that I've ever been a part of. So we'll see.
You're a wizard, Harry.
That's so good!
I don't even feel like it's me. I feel weird saying Hermione Granger.
Mom, I'm making my own backboard out of cardboard because I'm a maverick, and that's what mavericks do. I'm really good at this. All right, and that's how you fix a hoop that's broken. All right, now I got to dunk.
This is Slam Ball. Nimble, motherfucker!
Get some!
Great job. My favorite part about tracking was definitely being able to sit there and take the songs that I had in my head and the parts that I had thought of and actually put it into real time as something that'll be there for the rest of my life. I think with drums in pre-pro there was a lot more of, messing with the drums and making sure it fits everything and bass was kind of left open. So when I went in there, I had really no idea if they were gonna be changing a lot of things I was gonna do, or if everything was just gonna be staying the exact same. Depending on the studio and depending on the producer, sometimes people just leave it the same. But this time they definitely really stuck their hands in there and messed with everything, which I appreciated. When you go in the studio and you have a producer that really gets into the songs, it can suck a little bit when you're recording it because it's not what you expect it to be. But then when you have it in the end and it just sounds awesome and you learn all these new techniques and you learn different things that you might have not done before, then when you go on the next album, you're able to implement those things more into your style and you become a better bassist and better musician for it, which is ultimately really cool.